Hello guys and gals, I'm excited to get this video started today. I got home from work and I had a package on the porch from Bear Creek Arsenal. This is their 12.7 by 42 complete upper assembly. You guys know I like those complete upper assemblies. If you've got an AR-15, you've already got a lower. You can just get you a complete upper assembly. You've got you a whole new caliber to shoot. This 12.7 by 42, known in some circles as 50 Beowulf. Now that's a trademarked name. So you see a lot of, Alexander Arms trademarked that name. So you see a lot of other companies calling it the 12.7 by 42. But it's the same chamber. Chamber's the 50 Beowulf round. I've got some right here from Underwood. You guys are going to start thinking I'm sponsored by Underwood Ammo. I have never got any free ammunition from Underwood whatsoever. I just find it to be a good high quality ammunition to do testing with. Seems to be fairly accurate and always hits hard. Got a box. These are 350 grain Hornady XTP jacketed hollow points with a advertised velocity of 1,775 feet per second. And that is a big round. Check that cartridge out. That's just beautiful. But I have not shot this upper yet. Just got it out of the box. It is a side charging upper. My first side charging upper, so that'll be my first experience with that. Got the bolt handle on the side. Now that bolt handle, if you want to take the AR down like you would a rear charger, you just have to remove this bolt handle. And if it's on there too tight, you can use a, it's got a hex key in there for a 5/32 Allen wrench, or a hex bolt, I should say. Just loosen that up. That's a pretty heavy duty little charging handle there. Don't want to lose that. Then you've got this plug back here that plugs off the hole where your charging handle would go if you had a rear charging handle, but you still need that hole there in order for your gas key on your bolt carrier group to come out. So that's all there is to taking it down. Very simple. I think I'm going to like it if it shoots well. Got no reason to believe it won't. So far, everything we've tried from Bear Creek Arsenal has shot very, very well as far as accuracy goes. We did have a hiccup or two with the 458 SOCOM. We've got that worked out. It's running great. And I fully expect this one's going to work great. But there's only one way to find out. This has got it's a knurled plug. It's got a knurled grip on it. It's got a flat spot that goes down. So you just want to tighten that up and then back it off to where the flat spot's down, so that when you put it on your lower receiver, you've got clearance there. Put our charging handle back on. I just want to snug it up. You don't want to go all Hercules on it there. But there it is. I'm going to stick a set of sights on it, and we're going to start shooting it. Here's a look at this upper as it comes straight out of the box. Wanted to give you guys a look at it before I even put sights on it. All right, so I put us a set of flip-up Fab Defense sights on here. These should get us pointed in the right direction. What I like about these sights, they're completely manual. There's no buttons or anything on here you have to push to flip them up. You just flip them up manually. Really a good looking sight. In fact, you're going to see a video in the next few days on these sights, just a standalone video on these sights coming from this channel. Now all we have to do is pin it to a lower and we're ready to shoot. What I've got here is the same lower you guys have seen me use on the 450 Bushmaster complete upper assembly, the 458 SOCOM complete upper assembly, and my 5.56. So it works fine with those. There's no reason that it shouldn't work fine with this 12.7 by 42 complete upper assembly. See if these pin holes line up good. I've got this little thumb screw plug. Has got a flat spot that needs to be facing down so that it lines up with the top of the lower receiver there. Popped right into place. I think I'm going to like that side charging. The magazines we're using today are, again, the exact same magazines that I used for that I am using. I think I started out using some just GI mags on the 450 Bushmaster, but I ended up modifying these Lancer mags with a Tromix follower and just a little cutout in the front for those big fat bullets. But I'm going to use these magazines since they work great with the 450 Bushmaster, and I've never had a failure, magazine related failure, with the 450 Bushmaster or the 458 SOCOM with these magazines. So I'm going to use the same mags and lower on the 12.7 by 42 upper. And now we're ready to get to shooting. Let's set us a target up and see if I can get on paper with these flip up sights. All right, so I've got a target set up at 25 yards. I just want to get a rough zero so we can just shoot some stuff with this thing. So I already fired one 3-shot group, made a few adjustments. Didn't want to drag you guys through all that this time since I'm going to be doing a video on these sights in a few days anyway, that I'll be going over the adjustments and everything. But I fired one group, I made some adjustments. I think I'm close. Fire 3 more shots. I've got my target real low to the ground. I've got that orange dot pinned onto the belly button of that silhouette cardboard target because I want to keep my shots low. I've got a railroad tie backstop there, and I've also got a plate behind that target to help keep me from chewing my backstop down. These are some big bore rounds packing a punch. So let's see if I can hit that bullseye. Did achieve full lock back. I did the first group I shot as well. So looking good so far. Let's go see how I did on the target. All right, I like that. Look at those big 50 caliber holes there. Clover leaf right in that bullseye. I'm going to make an adjustment, just a couple of clicks to the right, and we're going to call it a day. Now this other shrapnel you see on the target, if the camera will focus, this other shrapnel holes here, this is just from that steel plate that I've got behind this target. Let's take a look at it. Look at that. Here was that last 3-shot group. Here's where the 1 shot hit and the other 2 hit right together right there. I use this old piece of steel just to keep from chewing my backstop all the heck. Check out that monster cartridge. These 10 round Lancer 5.56 mags will get you 3+1 on those big 50 caliber cartridges. Here's a 5.56 round. just for comparison. Check out that hollow point cavity. Dang, that's a cartridge, especially when you consider shooting it in the dimensions of an AR-15 within those boundaries. Let's shoot this defense targets RST target. Man, I've abused that thing for years. They make some really great steel targets. Let's see how it holds up to this big 50 cal. Of course, this is a lot harder steel than that mild steel plate that I had behind my paper target a minute ago. Whole different animal. It makes her sing. Makes that steel sing. Lock back. Looking good on this upper, guys. Here's a look at that AR-500 steel target. Of course, very minimal damage. Maybe just the slightest divot there. I've abused that target since the day I got it. It's a really well-made target. Defense targets uses good steel. Now, big, slow-moving bullets like that aren't what cause the damage on steel anyway. Where you hurt your steel targets is using really high-velocity rounds. Guys, it is warm out here today. This feels like summer. Starting to get a pretty good sweat going. These complete upper assemblies are available over on the Bear Creek Arsenal website. The entire thing, bolt carrier group and all, this one has a 16-inch barrel, 1 in 20 twist in it. Got that spiral cut compensator. My camera hates to focus. Or flash hider. Now I put the sights on there today. You guys saw that. M-lock rail. Got M-lock slots. Both sides and the bottom. QD sling mount holes in the rear and in the front, depending on how you like to mount your sling. And they price these on their website. They price these for $269.99 last time I checked for this side charging 16-inch 50 caliber upper, 12.7 by 42 as they call it. That's an incredible deal for what all you get. It gets you into that 50 cal game without breaking the bank. And Bear Creek Arsenal, as you guys know, they've worked with me in the past, and they got me that 458 SOCOM over here. They got me this over here. And with this one, they're offering you guys a 5% discount if you use code Buffalo's Outdoors at checkout. Now, that only applies to this particular upper assembly. That's not across the board. But I checked today and they are in stock. They come in and out of stock quite a bit. They sell out pretty regular. So you just have to keep checking in. And what I did when I first bought that 450 Bushmaster from Bear Creek, that's the one that got all this started. I went over, it was out of stock, so I signed up for their emails, and they'll send you emails as stuff comes in and sales come up and things like that. And I ended up getting a really good deal on it. But $269.99 plus a 5% discount, that'll save you a little bit if you use code Buffalo's Outdoors. Just one word, Buffalo's Outdoors. So just wanted to get that out there. But we're not done yet. Let's find some stuff to shoot. All right, I've got some water jugs set up here. I'm going to try to catch one of these big fat bullets, these Hornady XTPs. Look at that thing. I'm going to try to catch one of these in some water. See if we can get a big, pretty mushroomed out hollow point. These are the Underwood, labeled 50 Beowulf. Remember, we can't call the rifle a 50 Beowulf. It's a 12.7 by 42. Let's make it rain. All right. I think we caught it. It looks like it stopped in the 4th jug. There it is. I want to see this thing. That jug right there has got almost as much lead in it as the tap water out of Flint, Michigan. Look at that. That is just beautiful. Look at that thing. Which, shooting in the water like that always does tend to give you a really nice expansion. Make those bullets really look good. Look at that. What a massive chunk of lead. I'm going to put an unfired round here. You can see how much that expanded. Those 50 caliber XTPs are mean. The jacket stayed attached. Pedaled back beautifully. So we've got some water jugs left. I need to make sure those things don't get off the buffalo range with their contents. Don't want anybody bootlegging water, especially ballistic water. One of these 20 round Lancer mags with the Tromix follower modification will net you 7 of the 12.7 by 42 cartridges. Let's start with that closest one. Let's get that one off to the left there, kind of behind the bushes. Bam! See one on up there kind of hiding. Leave us 4 to go. Gosh, wow, look at that tunnel left in that creek bank. Look at that. I got all of my trash picked up, all of my water jugs. Remember, whether you're shooting on a public range or your own private property, pack out what you packed in. Just a good rule to live by. I want to thank all my patrons over on Patreon for their support. Without them, these videos wouldn't be possible. I also want to thank Bear Creek Arsenal for sending over this complete upper assembly. So far, right out of the box, it's running like a top. If anything changes, I'll be sure and let you guys know about it. This is Buffalo, and I'll talk at you again soon.